What's up everybody, Trinity here, and welcome back to the Second Street Marvel for yet another comic book review. And in today's review, I'm going to be talking about Roku, issue number 3. Now this is the third in a series of 4, so this book is about to come to an end. This book is being published by Valiant Comics. The writer is Cullen Bunn. The art is done by Ramon F. Box. Colors are by Stephanie Petro. I'm sure I butchered that. Letters are by Dave Sharp, and I'm going to go ahead and show you those names right there, as well as, some of the other people, the editors and things like that in this book. So, like I said, this is only a 4-issue miniseries, and I got to tell you, just by reading this story, I feel like maybe it should be a little bit longer, but at the same time, this book seems like it moves at a pretty fast pace as we go through this story. Now, basically, Roku she's kind of like Black Widow in the fact that she is basically a hired assassin. She goes out, mercenary. She goes out and takes people out, takes jobs to, the highest bidder or whatnot. And basically, what's going on here is she has been tasked with going and picking up this little girl. For what reason, she don't know, but she's to retrieve this girl and return it to the people who hired her, obviously. And over the past couple of issues, we see that there's plenty of people after this little girl. And in the last issue, issue number 2, we learned a little bit more about this little girl, as it seems like she's a little girl that has had some sort of technology put into her, and people seem to be hacking her body. And this girl seems to know a lot about everything, and it seems like that there is information being streamed directly to her through whether it's a computer, a server, or somebody else that's somewhat controlling her or whatnot, because she seems to have an endless amount of data where she knows things about a lot of people. She happened to know who Roku was, her real name, about her past, and all of these different kinds of things. And like I said, the action in this book is actually pretty good. Like I said, it moves at a fast pace. But here on this book, we see that basically the little girl had been taken. She'd gotten beat up and got taken by somebody else who was out supposedly got this contract to protect the little girl as well. This is the other character here that's looking to protect this girl from Roku. And then Roku ends up here on this train, and they kind of get into a little fight and a little scuffle. And obviously, these two do have a past together, and they know each other. Although Roku has seemed to have lost her memory as far as knowing who she was in her former life before she had basically been upgraded with these different things that she has, because she's kind of a living weapon. Her hair works kind of like Medusa and stuff. I mean, it's a weapon in itself, and she's pretty badass is what we learn in here. And we end up seeing another bad guy who is in here that we've met in issue number 2 as well, that's actually out seeking this little girl as well. And they get into a little scuffle here on the train, as both of these girls seem like these women actually seem like they're trying to protect this little girl. And especially by the time we get to the confrontation at the end of this book. But I don't know, I think this book is pretty good. Again, like I said, I think that the story is very fast paced. Getting only 4 issues of this book, I kind of see like, I kind of feel like in that sense that it's going to end with not in the happiest way, like where I'm going to be really fulfilled as a reader. But again, I think it's been a pretty interesting tale. Nothing I can really complain about in this book, other than the fact that it just does seem to move a little too fast, a little too fast-paced. And then we've also got, look at that cover that's getting ready for issue number 4, man. I don't know, man. That's a nice cover if you ask me. But I don't know. Again, I don't read a whole lot of books on Valiant Comics. I haven't read a whole lot of stories by Cullen Bunn as well. I've read a few, and he seems to be a pretty decent writer. But let me know down in the comments below. Have you read Roku? If so, what do you think about it? Let's talk about it down in the comments below, guys. That's all I have for this video today, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, click the little bell, and all of that good stuff. Make sure you give this video a thumbs down or give it a thumbs up if you like it, right? Come on, do that one. Or you can do that one. It's all good. I don't take it personal. But while you're at it, make sure that you share with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week. Go out and read some comic books, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.